Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back. If you are one of my regular visitors here, if this is your first visit, a big welcome to you. I'd love it if you subscribe. So today I'm bringing you one of my short heads up videos, and this one is specifically for the sign of Libra, and that's whether you are Sun in Libra or rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So this is for everything you need to know about the month of May astrologically. And that's 2023, but you know that. Let's start with May the 1st, because Pluto, my big, small outer boy, my dwarf planet, who has just been dipping his toes into Aquarius in your 5th house of creativity and children, goes retrograde. So he's had a little look round, and now he's going to pop back into the 4th house, Capricorn, to just see if there's anything that needs tidying up. So if you have matters to do with where you live in terms of building, structure, or moving, or anything to do with your living space, then Pluto's retrograde and forward motion, which is going to be going back and forwards about 3 times, I think it is, or twice certainly, between now and the end of 2024, will be giving you a chance to tie up all the loose ends with regard to where you live. So some of you might have been moving home or just making changes to where you live. So that energy is around. When it does move fully into Aquarius, it's just going to bring like a breath of fresh air into anything to do with entertainment, fun, creativity. So that's something to really look forward to. Now, by the 5th, we have the second of 2 very powerful eclipses. The first was on April the 20th. It was in Aries, which of course is your 7th house of significant relationships. And this particular eclipse was a new moon total solar eclipse. Now, this full moon that we're having is a full moon lunar eclipse, and it's in the sign of Scorpio on the 5th, and it's actually in your 2nd house of finance. So let's think about this. I am going to do a separate video about the full moon in Scorpio, but just to give you a quick kind of idea of what it's about, it's to do with making final payments on something. So there may be something that you've been working on that you need to finalize. Also remember, the 2nd house is about you valuing yourself. You may be doing some deep, real deep thinking to think about how you self-talk. Do you kind of criticize yourself a lot? Because this full moon could see you saying, enough of that. I'm going to start valuing myself more, because actually I am important. I know I am. So that could be another expression of this full moon. By the 9th, the Sun in Taurus, which is your 8th house of joint finance, of transformation. It's also the house of investments, pensions, mortgages, anything like that. The Sun, which is our kind of essence and life source and force, in a sense is you, and it's conjunct Uranus, my big outer boy of unpredictability, shocks and surprises. And this is on the 9th. Now, what does this mean? Well, it could be that there is something going on in the world in general that shocks you, surprises you, and makes you think twice about how you work with your financial setup, your financial situation. So that could be something to be mindful of. And it may just be that you actually have a eureka idea about an innovative way to make more cash. Because remember, Mercury's here. And even though Mercury is retrograde, Mercury is about thought and thinking. And in Taurus, thinking about money. And talking about Mercury, by the time we get to the 15th, our planet of communication finally turns direct. But remember, Mercury will be in what is known as its shadow zone until the end of May. That's because it has to retrace the steps it's gone retrograde on through the sign of Taurus. So it's not until it kind of enters fresh territory, shall we say, and that will be at around 16, 17 degrees of Taurus, because it will come up and be completely conjunct Uranus at some point after that. So that is, as I say, happening on the 15th. It'll go direct. On the 16th, Jupiter, that's been in your 7th house of significant relationships, adding a little bit of joie de vivre there and fun and opportunity, and giving you opportunities if you want to find someone new in your life. And Jupiter enters Taurus, your 8th house. You know, this is going to be super good for anything that is joint, that you're joined with financially with another. This is going to be good for buying, selling. This is good for anything to do with investments and pensions. Any savings you have can be blessed. There is a caveat though. Remember, Jupiter expands what it touches. Don't get carried away and think that means you can spend, because you might then experience the dark side of Jupiter, where you get this contraction and everything drains away. So just be mindful of that, Libra. By the 18th, Jupiter is going to be squaring, that's a harsh angle, Pluto, still retrograde, or it's going to be retrograde for some time, in Aquarius in your 5th house. So try and be mindful about splashing out on luxury goods like anything of an artistic nature, because the 5th house can be sort of works of art. So you might be doing up a place and thinking, oh, that painting would look amazing there. Just think about, do you really need it? Is it going to be the end of your life if you didn't have it? And can you really afford it? If you can afford it, no problem. Fantastic. I just think that whatever it is will lose its value because it's a square. And then we have to look at the 19th, still in the same area, a new moon in Taurus. This is super good, because what this is doing is giving you an opportunity to really look at how you can transform your financial situation in a way that is going to be good for you in the long term. And that's because, just leaping ahead a bit to the 27th, Jupiter in Taurus is going to be conjunct your North Node there. This is about your fated destiny. You can really make some very good decisions this month, Libra, about your financial setup. It doesn't matter how little or how much you have. Even if it's just a small amount, it's amazing how we can speculate and make that grow. So that's some of the energy that's around. The other energy I want to talk about is the 25th of May, when we have a fixed grand cross. Now that's between our 4 fixed signs, which are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Now I'm going to do a separate heads up about this, but there could be something going on in the world in general that is making us feel all a little bit restricted and held in and just frustrated with, in general, what is going on in the outside world. So there could be something of that nature. And for you, it's really focusing on your financial situation and the lighter side of life, the kind of hopes and dreams and what you would like to do. So there could be a clash there of you wanting to have or bring in more luxurious stuff into your life, and recognizing that perhaps the economic climate is not favoring that. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you, Libra, so much for joining me for this short heads up video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. And thank you to everyone that does comment, because I really feel I'm getting to know you all. And it's such a lovely warm feeling, because I feel I've got these friends out there, these lovely friends. And it's lovely having these conversations with you. So bless you all. Thank you. And if you've not subscribed to my website, which is in the description box, it's pennydix.com, because then you get the newsletter, and we are planning some webinars and online events that would be via the website, which will have a small fee attached to them, courses and things like that for later in the year, which I think could be very exciting. So on that note, thank you so much for joining me. Please remember, oh, I've done that. I did that on the last video. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, you know all that stuff. You're all so wonderful at doing it anyway, but I really do actually thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.